At this point, I would venture to guess that you've heard at least a little bit about minimalism and the benefits. So the idea that you can declutter things from your home and have more time, more space, because you're not spending as much time stressing out or organizing the things that you have. And that's absolutely true. But there's a whole second aspect to why minimalism is a really powerful tool to change your life as well.
Break the switch.
When Amy and I started learning about this idea of simple living and minimalism, we really wanted to give it a shot. We really wanted to embrace it. But starting out, it was incredibly overwhelming. We didn't know where to start. We didn't know what stuff we should start getting rid of, or even how to think about decluttering our home. And so we started with this game called the Mins game. And it's a very simple game where you get rid of one thing at the start of the month, 2 things on the second day, 3 things on the third day, and so on. And I realized that that game was very effective for a lot of different reasons, because it applies to this second major kind of force behind minimalism and decluttering. The idea is this: when you're choosing to get rid of something from your home, you're making a decision. And very directly, that decision is creating more space in your home and less stuff in your home, which are 2 really wonderful things, and those are helpful on their own. But behind that is the fact that you're making a decision. Now, we make decisions all day, every day, but usually those decisions are not about what we want in our lives and what we don't want in our lives. They're usually about what to wear in the morning, or what to make for dinner, or what kind of things we want to do that day. So when you take the idea of minimalism and the idea of clearing out the physical clutter in your home, you start to realize that you're making decisions over and over and over. And those decisions are actually doing something like a daily habit would do, where the more you do it and the more consistent you are in doing it, the better you get at doing it. The more reliable and consistent your results will be. So if you take this same concept of making active decisions about the things that you really want in your life and the things that you don't want in your life, you start to realize that it goes beyond physical clutter. You start to think about the activities in your life that don't really serve you or the people you love. The things that you do on a regular basis that aren't really filling you up. That might be using your phone too much. That might be doing other things, browsing the web, or whatever it is that maybe pulls your attention with the twitch and just uses it in a way that is not productive and in the end doesn't feel good. So it starts with a t-shirt, and it starts with decluttering some items from your wardrobe. But it ends with having this powerful muscle, this muscle that gives you the ability to make decisions about what you do want in your life and what you don't. And that's a really incredible thing. So if you haven't quite gotten this idea of why minimalism actually changes your life in a significant way, it's not just the clothing. It's not just the stuff. It's not the old magazines and getting rid of them, although that's helpful too. It really is about building this muscle. It's about building this muscle that allows you to truly decide across the board in all areas of your life, what are the things that you want and what are the things that you don't want. And then you can make a decision and take action, because you will have done that hundreds of times before with the physical items in your life.